What's up, people? We got Tyvis Powell back in the building. Tyvis, you actually took some time off, man. Ain't that crazy? You took some.
I had to because my wife is a school teacher. She's an online school teacher. The place is called Gateway. It's like a dropout prevention type school.
Okay.
So once like every 3 or 4 months, they have testing, like state testing. So she be gone for like the whole week. So I had nobody to watch the kids. So I had to take off that Tuesday and that Thursday because I had to take care of kids.
Listen.
Therefore, that was I had PTO last week.
Hey, listen, you know what's so crazy is like it's crazy because those with children got to understand. Like if you ain't got no babysitter, shout out to that's why COVID was one of the biggest rackets I've ever seen. We used to have people, we used to literally have people. I used to work at this place where I like managed, we used to submit applications for Social Security disability. So we would have clinical nurses that would have to do phone screenings for people, right? And so we would have people doing these phone screenings and they'd be like, hey, we can't have y'all off the phone. We need y'all to get through these applications. It's a back pile. And people would be like, well, listen, I can't do that many screenings because I gotta go give my kid just like a 5th grade lesson.
Yeah.
And so they would have to leave and go like give the one kid will have breakfast, the other kid will have like, and it's just wild work. I'm like, this is crazy. Yeah. And then I realized like what a racket that was. They actually sent people home with their children and then said, feed them and then teach them. And then you got to do your job too.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my wife. That's exactly how my wife is right now. So
goodness, my goodness.
And yes, it will be featuring my daughter tonight because my other one is at Girl Scouts, so I have to be with this one. So
good.
If y'all hear that, don't pay her no mind.
She good right now. She in the tablet. We need to get going because she's preoccupied right now. Let's get right off into this thing. She is doing very good for herself. So we're gonna get off. We got a couple of plays. We're gonna give you the smorgasbord for this thing. First and foremost, before we even get to that, we got to talk about it. We got to talk about the fact that the boy showed out. The boy showed out. He pulled up and showed out, and it's been some moonwalking. It's been some moonwalking and backsliding going on this week. People is trying to figure out who get credit for it. But your thoughts on the way you saw him play Tyvis and what your initial thoughts were when he balled out.
Man, this is Shedeur is one of those guys that you watch him in college, and again, he gives everybody hope, and I just don't. People don't understand this. If you haven't really followed him and watched the story or like know about him, you don't understand why everybody like in Cleveland want him to work out, because literally everywhere he's went, he's turned the thing around. Jackson State, Colorado, and the Browns is like the next thing. So like for me, I'm like, man, if he did it before, he could do it again. Like he definitely got it in him to do it again. And then you just see how the whole process has been going. And it was one thing that you said back in the day that stuck with me, because it's the truth. You was like, you know what? They making him do it the hard way. So whenever he get on the field, it's like he earned it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, in this situation, yes, Dillon Gabriel got hurt, but Dillon Gabriel, after he got cleared, he could have easily just got back in, but he understood the assignment. Like, he understood, like, Baltimore was a little shaky. This Raiders game, I got to do something to stick. I have to. And everybody, we talked about it that entire week, and obviously he had a really good game, that Raiders game. Showed enough to get the next start. And for me, watching him in this last game, it was like, how we go down 14 points, like early in the season, we go down 14 points or a team scores 20. It was like, oh, that's curtains. So we ain't scoring 20. To see somebody battle back, like in that moment where I just when I'm about to say, it's over with, we down 14, it's over. To see somebody come back, like, nah, forget that, and fight back, claw back, and get us and score a touchdown to actually like almost tie the game up. Mm-hmm. I've been waiting on that moment for all my life. I've been waiting to see somebody do that. all my life. So it's like for me, I know everybody throwing this whole it's the Titan stuff. But bro, I don't care. I just seen it. I ain't never really seen somebody like the closest we had to this was Deshaun Watson, Baltimore Ravens second half. Like that's the closest thing I'd have had to this moment where it's like we was down and this dude still clawed his way back. So like for me, I don't understand how people can hate on this. Like I get the fan base thing. I get the whole beef with the fan base because a lot of people will openly admit that they really don't have a problem with Shedeur. It's the fans, and I get that because they be on people quickly. I get that, but like
I told you, listen, I told them like this, Tyvis. Listen, you gonna have to listen, trust me, you gonna get it about 2-3 weeks. Listen, they'll be all right. Listen, you're not going to. This is the thing that sits with me, and I done spoke to people behind the scenes. They didn't try to broker a peace treaty. I said, first and foremost, I told you when they came in, I am not no leader. I just told y'all what happened. They don't listen to me like that, y'all. But y'all got to do. Let me tell you this. I said, listen, let me let y'all know something. The thing that they're a little upset about is said, I'll tell you, y'all went a step too far. You said if Shedeur plays, it would be 10 times worse. That is the one that I said, listen, guys, if you want to retract that statement, if you can retract that and you say, listen, it was hyperbole. I was in my feelings a little bit. I tripped on that one. I should have waited to see. If you can retract that statement, you be all right. But they salty about that, Tyvis. They kind of salty about that fit that you gonna play 10 times worse type thing because it's almost saying like, really?
Well, all right. I ain't they apologists, and I can't really speak for them. But I think the reason that they said that is because we only seen 2 performances coming into the season. We seen a really great performance, and then we seen the Rams performance, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think people go off of the last time they seen somebody, and the last time they seen him, he had a lot of things that he had to work on. Mm-hmm. And I feel like for them, and like I said, I can't speak for them. This is me trying to be in their head. They keep hearing all of this. He ain't ready, and the last thing they seen was the Rams game. So I think for them, they thought that was the thing that they thought was going to come out on the field when he played was that. Mm-hmm. And to be fair, Baltimore game, it was a little bit of that. We're not gonna act like he just completely came out and this was the performance.
No, Baltimore. You know what? I was scared for him. I told them to say this. I said, look, when Shedeur said, "Oh, I see what type of time we on. Oh, I see. I got up to the speed of the game. When I seen he wasn't spooked, and I said, oh, listen, this dude done caught up. And then they should have knew what type of time we on when he threw that ball because we told him. When you threw that ball to Isaiah Bond, and he caught that ball against the Raiders, and we told you on the film, he's going to throw that.
I definitely said that. I definitely said, like, the difference between the two is Shedeur going to pull the trigger. Like, Dylan trying to, I'm going to just, it reminds me a lot of, you remember last year with the Steelers when they had Justin Fields and Russell Wilson? Yep. And Justin Fields, they was like, Justin, just do the easy stuff. Just take the layups. Just don't get out of your zone. Don't get out. Just do what we tell you to do. Just take the stuff. And Justin did that, and it was fine. But Russell came and took the whole job, and he never got the job. That's the same thing with these two. It's exactly what Shedeur does. Dylan gonna come in there. He gonna take the layup, and he gonna do what he's supposed to. It's fine. But at the end of the day, if you're gonna play quarterback and stick in this league, you got to make some plays with your arm. And Shedeur from that Raiders game and on, like every game, he give you something that make you stand up and be like, what was that?
This is going here. And what we don't do on this show, because I've been waiting for this one. Because I picked out specifically layers and different things. And we're going to show you progression. I'm going to say, remember he was doing his first game? And you're going to get to see different parts of his game that he's added in these 3 weeks. Now, the thing is, I want to pump the brakes, and we're going to get to it. I want to pump the brakes, and I want to say this too. I don't like the fact that, like, they're acting like this is a trial. Like he got to, like, they're going by count 1, first game, count 2, second game, count 3. Now we're on count 4. So now it's like he got to be exonerated on every single count, or he done. The thought process that, oh, well, you know what? If he falls back a little bit as a rookie, then we got to go back to the drawing board. We might not necessarily. I believe there's a baseline skill set and acumen that you have, that you understand what you got in a first round quarterback. And what I saw from Cam Ward, and I believe in Cam Ward as a prospect, I saw nothing less from Shedeur Sanders in the eye test. I saw nothing.
No, it really wasn't a big drop off. Now I will say Cam Ward arm talent is better. You know, he could thread the needle on some stuff, but what Shedeur did to Judy, that's a peel right there. So like the arm talent, like don't get me wrong, Cam Ward's arm talent is better. It ain't that crazy better. I'm not gonna say that. His arm is stronger than Shedeur's for sure. But Shedeur made some throws in this game where you talk about pinpoint accuracy. Like that's like Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's arm ain't the strongest thing in the world.
No, it ain't Josh Allen.
CJ Stroud arm ain't that strong, but his accuracy is what makes him stand out. Like Shedeur is part of that. Like it's not always about the arm strength. It's about the accuracy, and he got that.
I get what, and we explain this a little bit. I get what we're talking about in terms of, all right, you want your best player to touch the football, and Quinshon Judkins is by best, one of your best players on offense. But from what I've seen, I want Shedeur Sanders to have his hand on the ball at all times. On the goal line.
In that moment, he was hot. He's the hot hand. It's the hot hand. You just cooking the hot hand. Like you can't not give him the ball because he literally just brought you back and put you in this situation. I think the hesitation came from the fact that they fumbled the snap on the first time.
Now I'll give you credit for that because you do have Whippler, and maybe because you did get it's a new center. The center exchange is wet outside. They did fumble center exchange the week before. I can give you that too. But we're gonna get in shotgun and we're gonna let Shedeur Sanders cook. Especially if he got 4 touchdowns.
But how many people run shotgun in the NFL from the 2-yard line?
They run wild dog from the 2-yard line. they love wild dog. They love. He's shotgun king. He gets shotgun everywhere.
Well, the problem with running shotgun on the 2 is that it takes away the play action. I should say, like if you're not respecting that. You're not really respecting that because if under center, like there's a good chance that he actually might hand it off. So like you automatically thinking pass.
Man, OG,
at least my AP.
Listen, the Audemars was out of here. I had my wrist up so high on Sunday, I almost hit that ceiling fan. Boy, let me tell you, bro, you listen. That is you got 3 children. I don't know. Listen, you out of here, bro. You're done. you ain't getting no more watches. Done. You might have been good after like 2 and a possible. Nah, dog. Selmo, for all my life, I've been Cleveland all my life. All my life. I tell you what, OG Powers 88 says last 3 weeks, only the Browns ranked 15th best offense and 10th in points per game. They got stats for days now.
You gotta roll with it in that because our offense been trash.
Hey, G. Bush, you prepped us for the Kevin Stefanski developed Shedeur Sanders BS once he played, but it didn't help me. I've been saying F-bombs all week. Kevin Stefanski gave critiques. That's it. I tried to listen, I told y'all, I've been doing this for 6 months. I've been doing this for 6. I said, listen, let me just tell y'all. This is going to really, I said, you guys have been rolling. You've been in the camp. You understand this. I said, listen, if you think that they're going to let Kevin go out like that, no. They're not going to let him go out like that. Kevin, I'm telling you, they're going to spill off some of that mojo. That Shedeur mojo, if he throw for 300 again, get ready for them articles to come talking about how he done already met with him. They'd already got a different playbook. They adjusted to this lingo. They got rid of the whole. I'm telling you, Tyvis, we talked about it today.
What Zach say? He said that every time they walk past the door, Shedeur in there with Kevin.
I'm telling you, it's coming. And listen, and by the way, if they upset, I'm telling you this right now. I'm just let y'all know right here with Tyvis Powell, because if it happens, if they upset, who they got? The Bears.
The Bears.
Bears 9-4, right?
Yep. Seventh place in the NFC.
And guess what? If he outplays Caleb Williams, get ready for it.
If he outplays Caleb Williams, like there's no excuse. Like the Cam Ward thing.
Okay.
I'll hear it because one, Cam's a rookie and Cam don't have no weapons.
Right.
He outplays Caleb. Caleb got DJ Moore, Luther Burden, Rome Odunze, Coach Loveland, DeAndre Swift, Kyle Monungai. He outplayed Cole Kmet. He got don't give up sacks. And he got Ben Johnson calling the plays, who is the high regarded play caller. So if he outplays Caleb, stop it.
I'm letting him know right now.
With the weapons that we got, stop.
I'm telling you, I'm setting it up right now.
You know what they're gonna say, but you know what the narrative gonna be, right? Well, Caleb did go up against the Browns defense, and they ranked number 2.
No,
and the Bears is ranked like 27th or something like that.
I'm tired of them moving. They either make the Browns defense the 85 Bears or they're the worst defense in the world. The Browns gave up 190 some yards on the ground last week, so either they're good or they're not. Like, you can't just be moving the post.
Tell you what they're gonna say, G. They're gonna say, well, the Bears defense really ain't that good anyway.
Right.
But Caleb had to go up against the Browns defense.
And, it was a weather game. And listen, a couple of plays, it was a 20-yard ball. They missed a tackle and he went to the house on a. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. Because here's what's gonna happen. The better he plays, the more of the drumbeat is gonna be. We got to find something because it's going to get obvious. If this guy's because what's going to start happening is people going to start saying, like me, you said he was a 5th-round pick. So you just happened to tell me the 5th-round pick just do this? No 5th-round pick does this. So then they're going to have to say, well, maybe he really wasn't a 5th-round pick, but then Kevin Stefanski knew that. That's why he took him.
Well, I'm waiting on Mel Kiper. Mel Kiper ain't get. He was the only one on draft day that was like, I don't know what's going on. I'm telling y'all, he a 1st round.
Miss Bell, Kevin Stefanski can't develop film at Walgreens. Hey, them Walgreens films, man, back in the day, you used to have your Christmas pictures. You take them right over to Walgreens. I don't like how they turn around in like 4 or 5 days. You're supposed to get them instantaneously. Slick as butter. Did you hear that Stefanski wants out of Cleveland? If that's the case, like a 3rd strike, you're out of here. Listen, come on, man. What do you mean he wants out? To do what? What do you mean? Like, what are you going to do? Get another, like, come on, bro. You going to get a job? Or I'll be confused. Hey, U3 Q3. This is like, this looks like you are like a computer virus hacker.
U3Q3N.
Yeah, that's crazy. Did you see where Dion and Jamie Foxx called out the lies Mary Kay said?
You sure did.
Sure did. It was everywhere, bro. It was on Black Planet. No.
That clip going very viral. I gotta go check out what the views on that thing is.
It's probably crazy. Slick as butter. I'm just happy we found our quarterback. All the haters, the Browns fans, just soak this in and inhale and exhale, because like trying to find bro, man, listen, we had to go to Namek to find a quarterback. We had to go to Namek. Then we got the Black Star Dragon Balls. And listen, and this is crazy. By the way, Slick as butter, don't get it twisted. This isn't over. You do know that the posts are coming right back out. If he doesn't play a 300-yard game and the Browns lose by 2 scores, well, they starting the Mendoza wagon again, right? You do know that, right? You're not just done. And even if he does play well the last 4 games, that's going to wear off. And people are going to be like, oh, it's a whole offseason. We need to talk about something. So we're going to talk about all kind of crazy stuff. So it's not completely over yet. 55DSNY became a YouTube member. Thank you so much. We hope you appreciate our film review. Welcome to the family. T-Storm VA 2012. What are the keys to victories against the Bears? Go 12.
Take care of the football. It's going to be cold. And everybody keep talking about that they average 2 turnovers, takeaways a game. So to take care of the football, that's probably going to be the key to the game for me, to take care of the football.
Speaking of, let's get this in here. This is on Twitter. According to what's going on right now, T-Storm, kickoff temperature is going to be 12 degrees Fahrenheit. The real feel is -5 with the wind. Wind gusts up to 30 miles an hour off the lake. Yeah. That's kind of wild work. So that's a big part of what I think they need to definitely take in consideration. It looks like it's not going to be a really good game for throwing the ball all over the park. Doggy Bone says, people, Just don't understand. Down 2 touchdowns. People will leave the stadium. 6 minutes left. He wheeled them down the field twice. He put them on his back. Game changer versus game manager. A rookie. I like that. Game changer versus game manager. I think more and more, the more impressive thing is he's not even I said this, Tyvis. I ain't even seen the celebration like that.
What? Oh,
like,
don't do that. Don't do that.
I mean, it ain't even been exuberant. It ain't been as much as I want. I want the AP, the Audemars. I want the Royal Oaks. I want the Oyster.
Nah, he ain't wearing the watches in the game, but he definitely. I just told you. We just talked about him doing it to Jeffrey Simmons, like
real quick, and just turned around and dipped out. He caught him like quick, like on a glance, but he ain't really hit him with the. Yeah.
Gee, don't do that. He definitely hit it. Now don't do that. no, he definitely do it today.
He ain't looking down at it like this. You know what I'm saying?
He too. He didn't hit you with
the. Oh no! By the way, we got to get to this, man. Can we get to this? Can we get this type of game plan out here? Because they've been telling me epic showdown. Now this was in college, fellas. This was in college.
That's ridiculous.
Shedeur Sanders, this is ridiculous. This is why you see why a lot of people was getting mad.
What's the score to this game? Like,
I mean, 1,000 to 1,001.
That's what.
I mean,
what it looked like.
I mean, because evidently Shedeur 30 or 45, 422, 372, 50 yards, rushing 5 TDs. Philip Williams, 30 or 40, 412. He had 403 pass yards and 6 touchdowns. As you can see,
they don't play. This is Pac-12. They don't play no defense.
Man. How did defensive coordinators have jobs after this? I don't.
No defense.
No defense. No defense with this. And then let's get to the last two. Bracey the GOAT. Browns winning the division next year with 12.
I said that on UCSS today.
You did say that. I said, will the Browns have a home playoff game before they
go to the new stadium?
It's crazy. Miles said Shedeur Sanders was in Kevin Stefanski's office back in April. Show you right, Miss Bell. He said that kind of like low key in the summertime.
Okay.
He did say that.
So it ain't Cap then.
He been in there. He been in there all the time.
I'm trying to figure out what Mary Kay was lying about. I gotta go back and listen to the clip again.
We gotta get to the clip. But by the way, thoughts on the game? What is your prediction for the game? I'm gonna be honest on here. I don't know if the Browns gonna win. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna win.
I'm not picking them to win. I think it's gonna be a showdown. Now I think that I got this one being like 2017 Bears.
I think the Bears do some late heroics late, but I think my goal is I've moved. Listen, if y'all gonna move the goalposts, G. Bush moves his goalposts. I'm looking at the head-to-head competition. 1 down, 2 to go. We beat Cam Ward. I need to hold my own against Caleb Williams. His team is better. He's at home. He got we just named all of the situations that he has better than the Cleveland Browns. We now are in week-to-week mode and head-to-head mode.
Mm-hmm.
Let Shedeur Sanders come out here in this bad weather, because then if he do it 2 games in a row, all of a sudden he a bad weather quarterback too.
Now that's what you. If you're gonna be in the AFC North, you're gonna until 29. You gonna even after 29, you still gonna have to deal with it for three division games. Hey, that's one of the requirements.
Hey, listen. Let's get it. As a Packers fan, I need the Browns to win. J. Cole 249. By the way, I will say this before we roll. This dude got a fan base that be like, have you ever seen a fan base is like, let me just give y'all respect and do this out here, throw this out here before we let y'all leave. Let me just tell y'all this. I try to tell folks this. If I was the owner, Shedeur Sanders could be average. And unless I had me a bona fide quarterback, there is no way, and you know what? I'm not playing him. He would play for me automatically. Do you know I've been having a YouTube channel, Tyvis, for multiple years before YouTube was YouTube?
Yeah.
There are people that are diametrically opposed to the Cleveland Browns, meaning the Baltimore Ravens, meaning the Pittsburgh Steelers, or the Bengals. This dude, I got more people that say, yo, I watch your podcast every single week. I'm a Packers fan, and I'm rooting for Shedeur. I'm a Ravens fan. I'm in Pittsburgh. I root for Shedeur. These people watch this show, and I only talk about the Cleveland Browns, and they still watch. There has never been a fan. I don't remember. You tell me if I'm wrong, Tyvis. If there's ever been a person that transcends a spot where
maybe Tim Tebow,
maybe,
but I don't think it was like this.
No.
It could have been. It could have been. I'm not 100% sure. I was like kind of young. Like I wasn't really, and this really wasn't a thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the internet really wasn't like that big of a thing back when he was out. I don't know. I think all jokes aside, like all the fandom aside, like Shedeur is a really good dude. Like I don't understand why people. I don't understand the hate. I do like when people say the fan thing. I can understand that, but like him as a person, as a player, I don't understand it. I really don't.
But I can't even. Here's the thing. I can't. Here's why I can't understand the fan thing, Tyvis. You got to think about it like this. Say, for instance, I done work with you, and I've been working with you for years, and somebody from like the Big Ten Network say, you know what? An anonymous source from the Big Ten Network said Tyvis Powell is X, Y, and Z. He arrogant, he cocky, and this dude is unprofessional. And I'm gonna be like, and then I hear the reports. I'm like, I don't care what nobody unnamed source from the Big. He better like. I didn't already saw this. I know him. I know him personally. I done been around him for 3 years. Unless I see him commit a crime with my own 2 eyes, that did not happen. So I'm not paying attention to it. So people who've been watching this dude grow up, right, for their life, like some person says, hey, you know what? This dude he a bad kid. He be doing too much. Do you think them folks is going to believe that? They got to see it.
I agree.
Tyvis?
Listen, the only thing they are kind of they make people stand on business.
Oh no. Now here's the thing.
They make people stand on
the CU aunties is the highest level. I try to tell you, they're the highest level. Their petty is legendary. Like they not like they have. I just saw like, and I'm for it. I was just over here just with my popcorn. I saw them put the list together on Twitter, Tyvis, of people who had said something in the past, and this person had it ran down. They had the videos, the timestamps, and everything. I said, bro, this is 15 minutes long. They got everybody lined up.
They gonna make you, if you choose that side, they on the stay over there. Like you know how you be like, we got new information. I can check. Nah, you stay over there. That's where they at. And it's hilarious.
G. Bush, they can say whatever they want, make up whatever negative things they can think of. But me, you see, you aunties and uncles and real Browns fans know the truth, man. Y'all cats, I tell you what, man. Doggy bone. If anything, need a win against the Steelers, I believe they would convince the Cleveland undecided. Now, a win against the Bills and the Bears would be nice. If you win, let me tell you something. You win against the Bills, that might be a bridge too far. That might even convince the folks up front that Kevin Stefanski might need to be here. Yeah, I don't know about that.
You hilarious, bro.
Hey, listen, I'm telling you, bro. Look, they're not. We are still waiting for the videos of the terrible interview. Listen,
what terrible interview?
They keep trying. Remember, they said they got the videotape of the interview where Shedeur was terrible. He had headphones and jewelry on. It never produced.
I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, they not gonna play. They didn't play. But listen, I'm just waiting for it, man. At one point in time, I'll say this to end it. Hey, man, if 12 is good, the Browns is good. And if the Browns is good, that means 12 is good. That means we might actually get to where we want to get to, Tyvis. And it's the actual promise.
That's all I want. I just want to see it one time before we go. One time for your mind. All I want, man. With that being said, you never know where we might show up. We're gonna have to break down another one of these things. We got the Bears coming up this week. Make sure you check us out. We'll be back with the barbershop. Tyvis, where you at this week? Big Ten? No,
y'all done?
I'm done.
So I'm the only one working now.
I mean, I work on Sunday with the Browns, but that's a Saturday off.
I don't like that. If I got Peyton, Emmanuel Johnson, other AFC or NFC North teams better pray the Browns draft another quarterback. If they build the O-line and weapons to the defense, it's going to get spooky. And that's what we'll be looking for. With that being said, we'll catch you later. Same place, same time next week. For Tyvis, Powell, for G. Bush. Browns, Bears, lock in. Make sure you check us out. We'll catch you back here on the Barbershop, 9 a.m. on Saturday. Peace.